the strats for 3 years. For most of those 3 years, I've been with A Squadron, and I started on the Leopard 1 C2 tanks, and now we have all Leopard 2 tanks. Once a week, we come out and we do maintenance on our own vehicles. And on other things, like maybe weapons, anything in the regiment. So, stables for me is usually every day because I'm always working on tanks every day. It's very important to have the vehicles properly maintained for the safety of the crew and to ensure the battle tank runs properly. Challenges right now are heavily rely on parts, being parts availability, and the tanks take a lot of maintenance, a lot of man hours basically to keep them running, which is why the crew is always out here with us when we work, because a single mechanic couldn't get it all done by themselves. There's not enough of us. There's a few women tankers that are actually with the Armored Corps and are tank commanders or gunners or drivers, and there's also very few female mechanics. As far as I know, I'm the only one Leopard qualified that's here in Edmonton right now. I always wanted to learn how to fix my own things, and I was always interested in it when I was young, and mostly I needed a challenge. So joining the military as a mechanic was definitely a big challenge because I didn't have any really experience before that on mechanics. After you're QL5 qualified as a mechanic, you can get picked to go on a Leopard course. So being posted to LDSH is one of the reasons why you get a Leopard course. I think this is the best regiment out there. It's the first regiment I was ever posted to, and I've had a lot of awesome times being here. Started this Leopard 2 pack, make sure she would start. In a full Leopard 2 run-up, Leopard 2 has safeties on it, so during a full F3 and a full run-up, you want to check those safeties, which one of the major ones is coolant loss. This pack loses 20 liters of coolant, it should automatically shut down. Mind you, there is an override in the battle tank, so if they are in a war, in a battle zone, and they lose coolant, they can flick that switch and still boogie on out of there. But in Canada, when we train with them, it is a big safety. If you lose that coolant, you don't want to blow the pack. So that's one of the major things to check in an F3. Also, the cooling of the tank. The two big round things on top are radiators. They have 2 stages on a Leopard 2 pack. And when we do an F3 run-up, we check those 2 stages and make sure they're hitting the proper RPM, getting the right voltage, and cooling the pack down in the proper amount of time. On this one, it's been in the shop for a long time. We've been calling it the Hangar Queen. And when I took over, it had a turbo that was cracked, so we actually split this pack in 2. So separated the engine from the transmission and did the turbo on it. Now it's back together, all the fluids are filled, and now it's time for a full run-up.
Awesome.
What's that? It's not a full run-up. It'll give you something to work